There we go. A pet owner's lament. I've got two poems that I just wrote. A pet owner's lament. Up at 5 a.m. Fluffy, the senior cat at 14, has to be at the vet by at 7:15 for an ultrasound. And before that, I have to give medicine to Fallow, the 12-year-old wonder dog who just barked. She wasn't supposed to. Then walk her while waiting an hour to feed her. While waiting to feed her, I open the door of a room to get close and feel eyes behind me. It's Ninja, the 10-year-old stealth cat, trying to get into a room forbidden to her. I ease her out. Then it's off to get Fluffy and to put her in a carry cage. They're all done. But before going, I must say good morning to Cocoa Cream, the wild kitten. Then off to the vet. Home by 8 a.m. to write this poem. The vet will call in a few hours, pick up Fluffy. Are these four demanding pets worth all the trouble? Absolutely. If you have pets, you already know the answer. Then another thing that just happened recently with opening day, baseball and life. For 50 years of my life, basketball was my passion. I played wherever and whenever I could find a game. But baseball is the national pastime, and rightly so. All of the other major sports are ruled by clocks. When the clock says the game is over, it is. But baseball is played until the game says it's over. It is scheduled for 9 innings, and an inning is for as long as the teams are up without making 3 outs. But if the home team is ahead, it only goes for 8.5 innings. But if tied after 9, the game goes on until someone wins. The longest game was 26 innings. Our lives are not on a clock, at least not one that we can see. They are played until over. In some cases, they are shortened by accident or illness, just as games are by rain. We do not know if and when we get into our late innings, but we don't know when our own game will be over. We can hope that it was a good game, and maybe, like Bobby Thompson's home run, Don Lawson's perfect game, Mookie Wilson's ground ball, it will have been memorable. It is obvious that a New Yorker wrote this. And this morning, I got in the mail a terrific book by a poet I had not heard of called Sophia and Mr. Walter Whitman. And I will read the first poem from that, and you will stop barking. This is about a dog, so be quiet. What the dog thinks. First of all, woof, 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 woof. That's pentameter. You see, I know all about poetry. I've read widely, and they use Norton Anthology. I've chewed next to the dumpster. So I know how all those old dudes used to rhyme. I also know that Mr. Whitman composes in free verse, like I do. But second off, or most important of all, please don't call me the dog. I am Sophia, Sophia the First, Sophia the Great. I have the softest white fur. I celebrate myself and sing myself. I can lick my own crotch. I can smell field mice scambling under the grass. So each of the poems has some connection to Whitman, and it's a little book that came from the poetry box, and it's worth looking at because all of the poems that I read so far have been fantastic. Thank you. That's all.